let's start with contouring. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Vasiliki and in this video I'm going to show you how to cream contour your face with only drugstore products. I will also show you how to highlight your face and also how to correct any possible mistakes. If you want to see more tutorials, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also click on the notification bell to get notified for all my latest videos. And without further ado, let's get started with the tutorial. We want our cream contouring products to last all day, so I'm going to apply a primer. I will use the Prime & Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base by Catrice Cosmetics, and this gives a matte effect on my skin. If you want something that it will give a glowy finish to your skin, you can use this one by Essence, and this is the Fresh and Fit Awake Primer Healthy Glow Pore Minimizing Effect. And with this one you will have a very nice glow to your skin until the end of the day. I have already applied my skincare products because I have very dry skin and it will be easier for me to blend the cream products on my skin. So I will apply like a pea-sized amount of product on the back of my hand, and then I will take it and I will apply it all over my skin. There are two techniques to start contouring your face with cream products. You can apply your contouring products on top of your primer and then your foundation, or you can apply your foundation and then apply your contouring products. I find that it is easier for beginners to start with your foundation and your contouring products because this way it is also easier for you to learn how to blend the contouring products. For foundation, I'm going to use the HD Liquid Coverage by Catrice Cosmetics, and this is in the color Warm Beige, and it is very dark for me, so I will mix it with the Prime & Fine Makeup Transformer Drops by Catrice Cosmetics in Lightening, and I will make the color that I want. I will not use a lot of this mixture on my face because we're going to apply on top of our foundation a lot of cream products, and I don't want to make my foundation very heavy and cakey. My brows are getting invisible. This foundation is very liquidy, as you can see, and I like it because it blends very nice on my skin and it doesn't make my skin drier. And with only one layer of this product, it can cover a lot of my discoloration. I'm going to apply a little bit more of the lightening drops than I do most of the time because the foundation is a lot darker than my skin tone. This is very liquidy today because it's a warm day. I will apply whatever I have on my skin. This is one of the few products that I can use on my skin and have the very full coverage effect on my skin, and it doesn't make my skin drier. To apply the foundation and also blend it into my skin, I will use the Makeup Buffer Brush by Essence. I will take some of the product. And you want to apply your foundation in the way that your hair are growing, so it will look smoother on your skin and more natural. And also blend it into your neck. I like this brush because it doesn't leave any lines on my skin and it blends everything very easy. The only thing that I don't like is that it is very difficult to wash it and clean all the bristles because they are a lot of bristles close together, and it takes me a little bit more time to wash this one. And as you can see, with only one light layer of this foundation, my discoloration is covered, my redness, a lot of my veins, they're not visible. And if I apply a little bit more of this foundation, I can make it completely full coverage. And it is liquidy and very lightweight on the skin that I like it. In general, we highlight what we want to bring forward and we want to make it more visible, and we contour what we want to hide. I always start by highlighting my face first and then I continue with contouring, and I find that this way it is easier to learn how to blend your products and also to see what you want your face to look like, because contouring and highlighting, in fact, it means that you make your bone structure like you want it to look. I will start with highlighting my face, blend the products, and then contouring, and then again blend the products. I find that this way it is easier for beginners to blend the products and not make the face makeup muddy. To highlight my face, I'm going to use the Fit Me Concealer by Maybelline, and this is in the shade 10. You can also use the lightening drops by Catrice Cosmetics and mix it with your own foundation. I prefer using this concealer because it blends very easy on my skin, and also I can use it around my eyes. You can use any cream product that you have or a foundation that it is 2 shades lighter than your skin color. I am starting with my eyes and I apply my concealer this way outwards to make my eye area brighter, and I also bring it on the sides of my nose to give more space and make my face look uplifted. So I apply my concealer in this way, like a triangle, because if you apply it exactly where your under eye circles are, you will just intensify that because this is our highlighting product. The way that I use my cream products is that I always like to make my face look more uplifted and younger, and if you drag your features down and you blend your products downwards, you will make your face look more tired and older than you are. And why would you want that? I also use it on my eyes to cover any veins and discoloration that I have on my eyes. For highlighting your forehead, it depends what you want to do. As you can see, my forehead is not very small. I have a lot of space, and I will also contour it near the hairline. If you have a smaller forehead, you can bring your highlighter closer to your hairline. If you have a bigger forehead, you don't want to highlight a lot because you will make that area even bigger. You can just stop your highlighting a little above from your brows, or you can just skip the highlighting step. Another thing that I like to do with my concealer is to highlight the edges. A lot of times we have natural shadows on the corners of our lips, and in photographs it looks like we don't smile, but if you highlight the edges of your lower lip, it will look like you smile, and it will also uplift your lips and you will look happier. My chin is a little bit smaller and I want to make it look bigger, so I will also highlight my chin area a little bit. If your chin is longer and you want to make it look shorter, you can contour the edges and blend everything towards your lower lip. For the upper lip, if you want to make your upper lip to look bigger and more voluminous, you can just apply a little bit of concealer on the cupid's bow. I don't usually use concealer on my cupid's bow. Most of the times I use a powder highlight that I will show you later. And I also apply a small amount of product on my nose. And I will blend everything with a damp beauty blender. And as you can see, this looks very natural on my skin because I have used my concealer. If you want a more dramatic effect, you can use a lighter shade or you can use the lightening drops. To contour my face, I will use the Makeup Transformer drops by Catrice Cosmetics in darkening, and I will apply just a small amount of these into my foundation because this is already very dark for me. You can also use any cream product that you have, and it is 2 shades darker than your skin color. Da-da-da-da-da. I think I applied a lot of the darkening drops. I think it's okay, it's not very dark for me. Yeah, it will be fine. If you use a highlighting product that it is very light for your skin tone, it will look ashy when you blend it on top of your foundation. And also, if you apply something very dark for your contouring, when you start blending it, it will not blend very nice and it will look muddy. If you don't know which shades to use, you can just use 2 shades lighter for highlighting and 2 shades darker for contouring. Also, it is best to build the intensity and the color, especially for your contouring, so you can blend it and look more natural and also not to have that muddy effect. So let's start with contouring. So I will take some of the product from the back of my hand and I'm going to use the concealer brush by Essence. And I'm going to use this brush because it's not very big and I want to show you exactly where you apply your contouring. I will start with the cheekbones, which is the most difficult, I believe. Cheekbones and forehead, because everybody wants to contour those areas. So what I like to do is just to touch my bones and see where my cheekbone goes. And my cheekbone goes here. And this is my apple of the cheeks. And when I smile, you can see that this is also the highest point of my cheekbones. And on this area, I always apply blush and I blend it towards my contouring. So I don't want to bring my contouring in the area that I'm going to apply my blush, and I will bring my contouring until the outer corner of my eye, that it is this point here. And this is where my bone is, and I will apply it exactly on my bone, and I will bring it here that it is the edge of my eye. For me, it doesn't work the line that you take from the top of your ear to the corner of my mouth. It will drag all of my features down and I don't like that, so I don't do it. And I prefer contouring exactly where my cheekbone is and blend it so it will look more natural. Basically what I do, I try to have a line from the top of my ear towards my nose because I want all of my features to look uplifted and very young and fresh. So for my forehead, as you can see, I have a lot of space. And contour it very close to your hairline. We will also blend it into the hairline and also bring it into the contouring of the cheekbones. Next, I'm going to use the side of my brush and I will contour my nose. I also bring my contouring lines into the brows because we also have natural shadows that they go into the brows and we want our contouring to look very natural. If I leave my contouring like this, you can see that my nose looks longer. I don't mind that, but what I like for my nose is that it looks more pointed up and uplifted. So what I do is that I also contour the bottom of my nose and I bring my contouring very close to the highest point of my nose so I can intensify that very pointy part, and also in the nostrils, and we will blend the product on the sides of the nose. If you want to make your nose look longer, you will not contour the bottom of your nose, or you will only contour on the very bottom of your nose. If you want to make your nose shorter, you can do what I do and it will also look pointed up. About the thickness of your line for the nose contouring, if your eyes are closer together, it is better if you do a very thin line on your nose. If your eyes are further away and you have wide set eyes, you can experiment and apply a thicker line on your nose so you can make your eyes look closer together. I have close set eyes, that means that my eyes are closer together, and I prefer applying a very thin line like this on my nose, so I will not bring my eyes very close together. If you don't know if you have wide set eyes or closed set eyes, you can just take a tissue and measure your eyes. As you can see, my measurement is bigger than the distance between my inner corners, and that means that my eyes are closer together. If your measurement is smaller than the distance between your inner corners, that means that your eyes are further away and you can use a thicker line for your nose contouring. So do the test and let me know in the comments below if you have wide set eyes or closed set eyes, so I also know what makeup tips I should give you in my makeup tutorials. Also, if you have closed set eyes like me and you still want to contour your nose like me, another way to make your eyes not very close together is to apply a lighter shade to highlight your inner corners. To contour the jawline, I will apply a very thin line because it can get muddy very easy. The jawline, in my opinion, is very difficult to blend very well. For the jawline, I will apply a very thin line I will also bring it closer to my ear. Again, fill your bones and apply your contouring product exactly where your bone is, and when we blend it, it will look more natural. To blend all this madness, I'm going to use my beauty blender. You can also use your foundation brush or any synthetic brush that you like to blend your face products, and it is better to use brushes with synthetic bristles because it will blend your product easier and it will not absorb your product. I will just try to press the product. And as you can see, I place my brush close to my contouring line but on the foundation, and I press it into my hairline. And I do that because I don't want to make my forehead smaller. If you want to make your forehead smaller, you can take your product and blend it inwards. So you will bring your contouring product closer to your brows. So this looks very natural. You can also use a second layer and you can build the intensity, and that's the magic of cream products. I don't want to make this area smaller, so I am taking my sponge on my jawline and I blend it into my neck. For my nose, I will start by pressing the product, and I want to bring it into the sides of my nose. And you blend towards the area that you want to make smaller, because now we are blending our contouring products. So I am happy with my contouring of the forehead and jawline and nose, but I want a little bit more intensity on my cheekbones, so I will apply one more layer and I will show you how to blend it. If you don't have a brush like this, you can also use your fingers to contour your face, and I will show you how. And you can just take a small amount with your ring finger, fill your cheekbones, and this is where we applied before. And it is very easy to do. And then take a sponge and just blend it, and I just press it and I'm going back and forth. And it is easier to use sponges because it also absorbs the excess product, and it is easier to have a very natural finish. And as you can see, I use pressing motions and I'm going very lightly back and forth because I don't want to move my contour very much. I just want it to be more blended and natural on my skin. As you can see, I have blended the product a little bit more downwards and I don't like that, so I will show you how to correct that. I will take my concealer and on the area that I want to fix, I will just apply a small amount like this. Also in this area. And then just blend it with your sponge. To set all of this madness, I'm going to use the Nude Illusion Loose Powder Transparent Matte by Catrice Cosmetics, and I will use a powder brush by Essence. I use tapping motions so I don't move the cream products that we have applied. For my eyes, I'm going to use the same powder with a brush by Morphe. I have done my eye makeup and I have used the Sofx Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette. I will post this video on Wednesday, so don't forget to subscribe to get notified. So as we can see, my contouring looks less intense, and that's because we have set all of our cream products with a setting powder and we have lost the intensity. So what we can do to fix that, we can use some powder products. And I will use the Highlight and Contour Pro palette by NYX Cosmetics. Another palette that you can use to highlight and contour your face with powder products, it is this one by Essence. This is the Get Picture Ready Contouring Palette. Another product that you can use from the drugstore is the Sun Glow Matte Bronzing Powder by Catrice Cosmetics. So I will use the shade Toffee Caramel, and with the brush 109 by MAC, I will apply it exactly where we applied our cream contour products. And I place my brush near my hairline and then I blend it towards my nose. I will apply some on my forehead too. I will also use some on my jawline. And with the same brush, I will just apply a small amount of the contouring shade. And we have already done a more precise work. Next, I'm going to apply blush, and I will use the Hamptons by NYX Cosmetics. This is a high definition blush, and I will apply it with a beige cosmetics brush. This is number 3. I'm taking a little bit of the product, tap the excess off, and smile. And this is where you're going to apply your blush. And also blend it into your contouring. To highlight my face with a shimmery highlighter, I will use a Glow Baked Metallic Highlighter by Essence. This is in the color Like You're Doing What You Love. A little bit on the bridge of my nose. I will also apply some on my Cupid's bow. So all of this is a lot of work, and it is best to do it when you want to take nice pictures and you want your contouring to last all day. I don't usually do cream contouring and powder contouring because my skin is very sensitive and I cannot blend all the time products on my skin. And also I have a very light skin tone, and only with powder products I can have a very nice diffused contouring for every day. So I don't usually use cream products on me. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you want me to do more how-to tutorials, and also let me know in the comments below if you want me to test more contouring products, and also let me know what products are your favorite for contouring. If you want to learn more about makeup and also see some more videos from me, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!